Y'all jokers gotta stop being so tender addicted, man. Just gotta stop, man. It's gotta stop. What made me think of this, I saw this article that pops up on my feed for the local news. I need to subscribe. I need to unsubscribe from the shit because I feel like I don't get nothing but bad news. Any event, something popped on there about a man and his 2-year-old son, and I think he tried to harm the son or harmed the 2-year-old boy and the mom or something to that effect. You know, it sounded like, you know, something maybe she didn't want him no more or whatever, you know, typical case. It just got me to thinking for all the stories I've heard of before, you know, when it comes to stuff like that. Yo, man, jokers you gotta stop being so tender addicted, man. Cut the bullshit with the tender addicted shit. It's gotta stop, man. So what? You caught her with her ass in the air and Tyrone was beating the drawers. You thought she was the only one. So what? You know? So what? You find out old boy at the job was baking her cakes, man. Hey, listen, I understand, man. So what? You find out the UPS man was juggling, you know what I'm saying, was doing the two-step butt naked while you was at work. Shit happens, man. So, you know, hey, sometimes we pick wrong, all right? Sometimes you let the head down here think before the head up here, and you just wind up making bad decisions, man. You know, we get it. But you still got to raise that baby, man. Don't let that be the cause of why you don't raise your seed. That's your seed. You bust that nut up inside that little hood rat. Okay? You did that. Okay? So you got to deal with that for 18 years. If you go to college, 22, 23 years. But don't give that kid a chance. I understand you frustrated. You know, you picked the wrong one. You know, so what? She like, you find out she like to jiggle balls on her spare time. She like to juggle balls with one hand. Shit happens, man. All right? So what? You find out she like, never mind. Oh, I didn't want to get into all that. But you get my drift. All right? She's a gobbler. All right. You know, she don't want you no more. Whatever, man. Shit happens all the time, man. You know? Or, on the other side of it, let's say you guys were together for a while and then, you know, she fall out of love with you, which women will do. It can happen. You know, they just ain't into you. You guys growing apart is what they like to use. Now you all in your feelings. Now you want to dismiss the whole situation. Or you in love, you could be married to, or you long time, whatever. You got a baby, you got a kid with her. You find out she cheating, you want to disassociate yourself from the entire situation. You ready to off everybody. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, give that baby a chance. Give that baby a chance to have a father, man, in their life. You know what I'm saying? Internet is filled. Let me tell you something. Internet is filled between TikTok and Gram and Twitter, all of, listen. It's filled with little girls that turn into big girls seeking validation. Where do you think that come from? You say something. A father play a major role, man. It's a daughter's life for sure. The man's life, I think I go without saying. You already know what it is with that. That's a long topic. But for a woman, because this is all I see these days, chicks on the gram with the ass out, who got the best this and pound of makeup on, trying to take herself from a 5 to a 10. All right, it ain't even about that. Not even thinking about like what really counts. You know, they following what the internet deems as pretty and stuff like that, because where is the guideline? Where's the point of reference to what is really pretty, what matters, what really counts, other than the dad? That's where it comes from. He's the one who helps her with, you know what I'm saying, boosts her self-esteem, let her know she's pretty regardless, let her know what true beauty is, you know, let her know to value herself, let her know what her value is, right? Without being kind. Ain't talking about these whack ass chicks on the internet talking about my value. Nah, they doing some other shit. I'm talking about not putting a dollar, not putting a dollar amount on the guy she choose it based on what real shit that really matters, right? I talk about it all the time. Drive, integrity, you know, respect, morals, courage, all that good shit. You know what I mean? Because you got all them things, it's going to be hard to be broke. She choose a guy with all them things, it's going to be hard for him to be a flunky. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you choose, you know, you teach her to choose wisely, man. You know? And all that stuff comes from a father. You know what I mean? Giving her, boosting her confidence, everything. That's all the internet is a bunch of chicks seeking validation. Because they had no real dad, no solid father figure in their life. Because if he was dead, he missed the beat somewhere. I know none of us perfect, but something got missed. If he was dead and you're still doing dumb shit like that. Right? That's all it is. And for sons, you already know the deal. If you ain't got no solid father figure in your life, it's going to be rough for you, man. If you ain't got no solid male figure in your life, see, years ago you had OGs to teach you how to move and things of that nature. Even if you didn't have a father in the house, there was always some type of male figure. Even if he wasn't perfect, to take time out his day, all right, to teach you some shit, teach you how to move. That don't really exist no more. I mean, I'm sure it does, but it's few and far between, you know. His communities is different, but I don't want to go down that road right now, but shit is just different or whatever. So you need that dad, man. That's why the little young boys running around here crazy. You know what I mean? No respect. You know? Streets is raising them. I know that story. So the fathers is just major, man. So I say all that to say, you know, get out your feelings, man. Stop being so tender-addicted. Stop being so tender-addicted when you fuck up with these broads, man. Still raise your baby. You the one that splashed in that. So what? I get it. You know, listen, she done boned 10 dudes in a month. You know, you find out you got a highway whore. Whatever, man. You know? You found out she was gurgling balls down at the Wendy's. I don't give a fuck, whatever the case may be. You know? You found out she was slam dancing with Ricky from the job. You know? Smashing on the Canon printer. Whatever, man. Shit happens. So what? You know? You thought she was true. And come to find out, she was dropping off more than just, you know, old boy was dropping off more than just donuts. You know? But she taking him more than just donuts. So what? He caught her at the Motel 6. Shit happens, man. You know, I'm talking shit, but like it's real shit though. Like, you know, shit happens, man. I also wild stories. Like for people that's close to you, I won't even throw that out there like that. You know what I'm saying? These are my people, but shit is you know when you think of with the other head instead of this head here, shit could get wild, man. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Shit could get wild. But you got to get out your feelings when it comes to my whole point of the video. You got to get out your feelings when it comes to the babies, man. I recall a story that always got to me because I guess it was close to me in a sense. I remember, and I think I was married at the time, and I was living back in Newark, and my ex-wife used to take my son when he was little to the YMCA in Montclair. You guys might recall this story years ago when I think I don't know if they was married. He's either the ex-husband or the ex-boyfriend. I know they had a daughter together. If I recall the story right, I guess she didn't want to mess with him no more, whatever. She stopped dealing with him, whatever. And old boy bust up in the joint with the banger, and I think shot the mother dead, if I recall, unless I'm mistaken, in front of the kid, if I'm not mistaken. Boy, oh boy. It was something to that around, something like that. I just never forgot that story. I'm like, man, never mind the fact that, you know, my kid, she's took my ex took my kid there. But besides that, it's just like, that's some wild shit. How tent addicted could you be? All right, she don't want you no more, man. Listen, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But when it comes to your fucking kids, so you willing to ruin this kid's life, which essentially is what you did, right? Ruin your daughter's life because you want to be tent addicted because she don't want you no more. So you're gonna willing to wipe out everybody. Now your daughter, what the fuck she supposed to do, man, for a mother? You know how valuable a mother is, man? Come on, man. You only get one. What the fuck she supposed to do? Because you want to be in your feelings. Instead of realizing the ultimate goal, and that's to get your kid in the best position possible, man. That you made. That's your baby. Yeah, you don't possibly ruined her. God bless her, man. I hope she can come up out of that. That's wow. But I doubt that one always resonated with me. That's been years ago. My son's 20 years old, so it had to be close to, he was a baby. 15 years ago, something like that. I don't remember, but it's just always stuck with me because I just thought that was insane. And so I'm sure it's all stories like that all around, always been like stories like that. It's just one, because I guess it was just close to home. But yeah, man, yeah, listen. You get with these hoes, you slip up sometime, or you get with a nice woman. I don't like to call them hoes, but you get with a nice young lady, or so you think, and then come to find out it ain't what you think. So what? Shit happens. That's part of life, man. Listen, you're gonna get to some chicken heads. So when you pick the hood rat, all right. Sometimes you gotta go through that before you get to the prize. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you didn't wear no gold wrapper or whatever, chose whatever you used. You decided to splash raw, or you was in love and the shit went left. Okay, she didn't want you no more. You ain't want her. Whatever. Caught her cheating. Whatever the life may bring. Remember, you made that kid. You made that kid. That kid comes from you. Raise your fucking babies, man. Because that baby ain't got nothing to give that baby a chance to have a dad. Because it's a very crucial thing, man. The world is full of fucked up people who ain't have no dad, no type of fucking father figure. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up with my dad or whatever. I had a lot of OGs around me, thank God. God always blessed me to have a lot of solid individuals in my life to kind of compensate for that. But it's nothing like a dad. And I could tell, you could tell by like the things that I did, when I got older. It's like shit I should have learned early. And I know if I had a dad around, consistently, I would have picked up earlier than I did. You know what I mean? As far as manhood is concerned. So, very important, man. Very important, y'all. So, stick with the babies, man. All right? Raise your babies, nurture your babies, man. Get them right. Fuck all that get another broad. All right? She don't want you. That says, hey, listen, there's millions more women than men. You can get you somebody, man. Fuck the boy. There ain't no reason to alter nobody's life over no cooch. All right? Let it go. raise them fucking babies. If that's your baby, you find that shit, that's your baby, you raise that fucking baby, you love her or him, you nurture them, and you get them to where they need to be in life, man. Fuck all that. Ain't nothing that serious. Ain't no cooch that fucking serious. Never. You understand me? So get off that bullshit, man. I seen something else too. Jokers, just some silly shit like that. You know what I mean? I just think it's weak. It's weak. So, you know, a lot of jokers, they, you know, you never know who you're around. People may seem strong on the outside or whatever, but this is what counts is this. That ain't right. It don't fucking matter. You can't lift weights on your brain and your fucking heart, okay? So keep that in mind. It's all about this. But anyway, that's it, man. That's my spiel. Like I said, I saw that article pop up on my joint. It just resonated with me. I'm like, wow, listen. Ain't nothing supersede raising them babies and getting them right. You know, the love that you give to the child and that love that child returns. There's nothing like it better in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. So it could come from sometimes things that come from the worst circumstances or turn out to be the best things, man. All right? So keep that in mind. Raise them babies, man. Tighten up. Fuck all that. Put them feelings to the side. That's your baby girl. That's your baby boy. Get him right. That's yours. It comes from you. All right? Show love. And get off that bullshit. All right, Big Skills, I'm out, man. Just wanted that was my little spiel for the evening. So if you'll excuse me, go back to puffing my stove. Probably watch a little tube. Get right, all right? Get my mind together, all right, for the next day. All right, so y'all stay up, man. It's your boy Skills, what up? 1973, subscribe. If you like this channel, like what I'm talking about, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the love. Y'all stay up. Peace.